Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. On the ground with the counter. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Wants to throw. It's James. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Boston College will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. A first down for the offense. They'll test the right side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Boston College wants to play fast. Looking for space. It's Robichaux. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Morales. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. And I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He wants to throw. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's James. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking for room. It's Robichaux.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Franklin. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Back to pass, it's James. Finds his big tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And goal.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's McCown. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll set up to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll fair catch this one in the snow. Got to make sure that you don't let that thing squirt through. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Morales. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Boston College, 3. UTSA, 0.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They go to the draw. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Boston College now operates from the red zone. Looking to throw, it's James. Quickly complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Got it behind the line. It's McCoy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the lead.
And the Roadrunners want to move quickly. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out in the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we've got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
The Roadrunners send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Using his legs, it's Robichaux.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to give Boston College the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
This Boston College offense has it working. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Morales. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's James. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradley. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw it again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
UTSA.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The throw, and they can't make the connection.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner goes down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Well, so much for just relying on the running game in the snow after that big play.
And, you know, you always hear the offenses say, I have the advantage. I know where I'm going when the weather's not great. The snow, no problem. Push the ball down the field. Nice pitch and catch with the inclement weather.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's James. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Catch in the middle, it's Bond. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got the quick pass, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Field goal is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Roadrunners here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Boston College 20, UTSA 0.
It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Got to be extra careful in cold weather like this. He'll signal for the fair catch and make it between the snowflakes. It's reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Is incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Carpenter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Looking for a man. It's James. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Back to throw, it's McCown. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll bring it back. It's McGowan. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's James. He makes the connection.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They tacked that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. Using the quick game. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
23, UTSA, 0.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes a catch down the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're going to throw it again. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking for a gap. It's Robichaux.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to pass. It's James. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Roadrunners will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Playing a field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's James. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, football in the snow oftentimes is more fun for fans watching than it is for players out there on the field because it is hard to hold on to the football like that guy just found out right there.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
UTSA.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Release to the back. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Going with the ground game left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Today's final score, Boston College 23,